In the last lecture, we were discuss three mode of mass transfer. One is your diffusion, another one is your convection, and third one is your phase change. I will tell little bit about this, then I will continue for other topic related to mass transfer. In the diffusion part, we have shown that how the mass transfer it is taking place into your molecular body, or if you are talking about in bulk, where we have seen one video as well. Let me show again that video. Seen that how the molecular diffusion is different from eddy diffusion, okay, because this thing is very it is applicable to each and everywhere, okay. Now you see, when this is your molecular diffusion and this is your eddy diffusion, and mass transfer it is generally based on your diffusion only, okay. So your fundamental should be clear. What is the meaning of molecular diffusion? Molecular diffusion means the diffusion will be occur due to the actual migration of the molecule. Just keep in your mind, actual migration of the molecule, okay. Now what he is doing, he is adding dye into the liquid. What will happen after that? You see, naturally, or you can say actually, the molecule that diffusion it is taking place, this is called as the molecular diffusion. Whenever you will apply some kind of external force, any kind of agitation, or any kind of external source of energy, then this is called as the eddy diffusion. Now see, it is mixing with your spoon, okay. So this is the basic difference between molecular diffusion and eddy diffusion. This thing this topic we have discussed in last class. And one more important thing, we also discuss about the film diffusion. If you are studying your mass transfer, then definitely you will have to know that what is the significance of film theory, where we discuss like where we discuss if you have any gas liquid interface, how liquid interface come into the picture in your bio reactor. This is, assume this is bioreactor, and you are sparging oxygen. Oxygen you are sparging into your liquid medium, means you are providing oxygen to a particular system to make or to grow your microorganism, or to make your media nutritious, where they will grow, your microbe will grow, okay. What you are doing, you are providing oxygen, okay. Then this is in a larger way, and this is in a crude way, that you are providing oxygen to a particular system, but how the mass transfer it is occurring into your reaction system, then you have to check how it is happening. Just magnify this particular bubble, like this is your bubble. If you will see here, the oxygen concentration it is very high inside the bubble. The oxygen concentration is very high. Any kind of, I'm talking about here oxygen, you can asparge any kind of nitrogen to make your reaction system inert, or which is required to your particular system, okay. I have assumed oxygen, okay. Here concentration of oxygen it is very high, if you will see inside the bubble, and you are claiming that oxygen will diffuse in your liquid medium. Here around will be liquid medium, okay. But the question comes here, the how the diffusion it is taking place, correct. So how it is diffusion taking place, we have drawn one boundary layer. This is your bulk. Here will be interface. This will be gas interface, and here will be liquid interface, okay. This is liquid interface, Li, yeah, L liquid, I'm writing only L, okay, liquid interface. And here will be your liquid, and you are claiming inside the gas, inside that bubble, oxygen concentration is very high, okay. And here will be the gas film, this call as the gas film, GF I'm writing, okay. This is GF, gas film, and this will be your liquid film, okay. I'm just picturizing all the thing, okay. And here whenever you will draw, the profile will be like that, okay. Here we have seen in the last class how the diffusion, it is important to flow the oxygen from here to here, or any compound which can flow from here to here. Okay, we have drawn one thing, that here will be the turbulent mixing will be there, here will be your diffusion, here will be again diffusion, here will be your turbulent flow will be there. Okay, due to that reason mass transfer will occur. This whole picture we have read in that film theory. Okay, this is called film theory. Two film will form, one will be for your aqueous, another will be for your that gas. Okay, okay. And we have also seen the very important thing, very important thing. I have asked one thing from you guys. Just one train, one train, it is moving, one train. This is your train. Why it is important? Because we are looking for how the convective and that diffusion it is taking place. Okay, so you have to check it, that how the diffusion and convection it is taking place. Okay, it is very similar to your that heat transfer. Okay, this is your train, this is your train, this is your driver. Okay, you are sitting here, this is your platform. I'm writing with P word. Okay, and you are sitting here, and what you are watching, that you are watching the train, it is moving very high speed. This is Rajdhani, it is moving 120 km/h, and you are watching that the people inside the train, they are moving very fast. Okay, they are moving very fast. And other situation, this is your train, one train, this is another train, and this time you are in another train. You are sitting here, this is Rajdhani 2 and this is Rajdhani 1. Both are moving same velocity, like 120 km/h, and similarly this thing also 120 km/h. Okay, now the question comes, if you will compare both train, this train and this train, you find there is no motion. Means whenever you will move with any kind of moving particle, then you will feel the relative velocity is 0. But is it so? No. But you are assuming here, as a third part, you are assuming the relative velocity is 0. Okay, if your that this particular, if this is moving, then there will not be any kind of convection kind of thing. Convection, no convection at this situation, and you have to claim that diffusion will be occur inside that, inside the people, inside somewhere inside the train, inside the people or inside the train. Okay, but whenever your the object which is not moving, means you are sitting in your cafeteria of platform and you are watching the train is moving at very high speed, then here will be both type, convection and diffusion, both will occur. I am writing CV for convection and diffusion for D, both will occur at this position. Okay, just keep this fundamental thing is keep in your mind. Whenever, like in heat transfer, we have discussed, if any kind of product, any kind of particle, when it is moving, then only heat transfer will occur. We have read this thing, correct? Same thing, same mechanism. Here you have to compare, but you have to differentiate how the diffusion it is taking place. As I already told, you have read that diffusion, it is two type of diffusion, correct? Molecular and eddy. Molecular we have seen actual mitigation or actual migration, and here eddy you are applying external force. But one more thing, how you will differentiate convection and diffusion, because this is the difference between the convection and diffusion. If you are sitting in cafeteria, in railway station, then you will find two type of thing. One, diffusion will be occur inside the train, and second will be convection due to the motion of the train. Just keep in your mind, whenever any object is moving, convection will occur. Okay, we have read this kind of concept in the last class. Okay, any kind of thing, people generally write this concept in term of equation. If you'll check the equation, let me write the equation. The equation is direct equation I'm writing. J is equal to, this is your mass flux. It will be the sum of concentration gradient I'm writing in term of Ca, velocity, plus this is your DAB, fixed law of diffusion, Ta by dx. This is the whole equation. If you will check this in Google, you will find everywhere, but no one is dictating how it is coming from, how people deriving this equation, because this is the first principal equation, like your Newton's all laws, like first law, second law, third law, all these are the basic principles. Similarly, your fixed law of diffusion is also comes in the category of the first principal law. Okay, just keep in your mind. Okay. Okay, we will move ahead. Okay, this thing we have discussed, and all the property, this whole property, it will be required to solve the numerical, like how it will change concentration. I think these things you have read in your 12 standard. Like there is the two approach, correct? One is mass, another one is molar. How you will convert into the molar? Just divide with the molecular weight of any compound. Like if you are talking about oxygen, then mass divided by molecular weight, you will get in term of mole. Okay, there is the two approach, mass and molar. Okay, this thing same. How you will determine the velocity? How velocity comes into the picture? As I already told, that if the two particle it is moving from one interface to another interface, or if you're talking about train as well, okay, because two object it is moving, then you have to determine the relative velocity. One liquid will flow from in this direction, one compound will flow in this direction, another will flow in this direction. So you have to compare at the interface how much will be your average velocity. How you will compare? Now you can see the average mass, average velocity, density multiplied by velocity of a compound, density of second compound multiplied by velocity of that compound, and density, sum of whole density in that mixture. Okay. Okay, then when I will move ahead, same thing, each and everything is same. Just read once, you will get. And same thing for flux as well. Okay, now we will talk about Fick's law of diffusion. Okay, that let me read few words for Fick's law. In order to understand the mass diffusion, a transport process originating from molecular activity, consider a chamber in which two different gas species, let me show, this is your compound A, this is your compound B. Here concentration of compound A, it is very high, very large. Here concentration of B, it is very large. So what you are claiming that diffusion will occur from in this direction and diffusion will occur from in this direction. Okay. two compartment, and it is, there is the one partition is there. This is semi-permeable membrane, you can say. Okay, this is one partition is there. Okay, at the same temperature and pressure are initially separated by a partition. Okay, the left compartment has a higher concentration of gas A, open circles, whereas the right compartment is rich in gas B. When the partition wall is removed, now it is removing a driving potential. Now as I already told, now he has mentioning driving potential. Okay, just keeping you on chemical the chemical potential difference is the driving force for mass transfer. Just keep this word in your mind, chemical potential difference. Okay, so what is it writing? Driving potential comes into existence, which tends to equalize the concentration difference. Means there will be the mixing and they will form, or they want a equilibrium situation. Means concentration throughout the system should be same. Mass transfer by diffusion will be in the direction of decreasing concentration, and subsequently there will be a net transport of species to the right and of species B to the left. Okay, I will not read, just you guys read. I will dictate what he is discussing and what is the significance of Fick's law, how Fick's law comes into the picture. Okay. Okay, this is one compartment, this is one compartment, this is small partition, or you can say any kind of membrane. You are removing this thing, that diffusion will occur from this position to this position. Okay, we have this thing seen, but the question comes, if the diffusion it is happening, how you will approach that diffusion problem, how you will convert this physical problem into your numerical problem. The question comes here. Now same thing, it is similar to your heat transfer. First recall, you have read in heat transfer how the heat transfer it is taking place. This is your slab, this is your slab, and please revise your fundamental concept of heat transfer. Mass transfer, it is nothing but it is near about brother and twin brother. It is little bit similar approach and everything. Okay, here your heat transfer will occur like that. Okay, here your heat transfer, if you have, this is slab. Okay, and here you are claiming here concentration it is very high here, and here concentration is low. Okay, this thing, this then the diffusion, sorry, then the heat transfer will occur in this direction. Okay, higher to lower. Same thing here, concentration A is higher, concentration B is higher. Here A diffusion in this direction and B will diffuse in this direction. Okay, you have to determine how you will determine. Let me write here. He's writing, actually there is one more problem, that if you will read any fundamental good book like any foreign author book, they generally write N for, I'm repeating, N for rate of mass transfer. This is generally people write N for rate of mass transfer, and J stand for JA is equal to NA divided by A. NA divided by A. This is called as mass flux. Okay, this is called as mass flux. Just note down, Na is equal to rate of mass transfer, and J is equal to JA is equal to NA by A. This is called as the mass flux. This is generally used for foreign author book, but here in this here they have mentioned NA is the mass flux. Okay, just keep in your mind, NA is the mass flux. What is mentioning? NA. Okay, NA is the mass flux. Just keep this in your mind. Okay, but let me write here in term of his notation in this book notation. Okay, now here I am talking about the mass transfer, MA. He has written MA. Okay, I have cleared this thing. Okay, NA generally foreign author book, it is notated by rate of mass transfer. NA. This thing I'm repeating again, don't confuse, otherwise you will be in big trouble. NA, I'm repeating, it is generally foreign author book. If you'll read any kind of Tribal is there, Binayke Datta it is there, they are notating as rate of mass transfer. Okay, and JA, it is mass flux. Just keep in your mind. But this book which I am discussing, he has notated NA as a mass flux. Okay, then I'm repeating. Then I'm going to start. Okay. Yes. MA, we are looking for mass transfer. How the mass transfer will take place from this position to this position, and B from this position to this position. Then if you will check in the heat transfer as well, mass transfer will be proportional to A, correct? And your heat transfer Q was proportional to your A, correct? Please recall this thing. And here mass transfer, that's the mass where it is transferring, it will be depend on your del C by del Y or del X, whatever. Okay, not equal to, proportional to, sorry. MA proportional to del C by del Y, del C by del X, whatever you want to write. Okay, and here we have seen in the heat transfer Q proportional to del T by del X. Please recall in heat transfer we have read this thing, correct? When you will compare, what you will find, MA proportional to your area multiplied by del C by del Y. In the mass transfer, in the heat transfer, what was that? Q proportional to A multiplied by del T, temperature difference, del T by del X. Okay, both are, now see, both are similar. There is no difference, heat and mass transfer. But where is the difference? First, heat transfer, you can see when there is slab, you can easily check how much is the distance, length of, it will be the X. Okay, this is del T by del X. But in the mass transfer, how the mass transfer, how the delta y comes into the picture. So here in your bioreactor, as I already told, if the gas which you are flowing into your reaction system, it is rich in oxygen, okay, then it will diffuse. If it is, this is your bubble, oxygen 2, okay, I'm writing O2, this is your oxygen bubble. It will diffuse to the lower concentration of oxygen, means this bubble will move where the concentration of oxygen it is lower. So this particular distance, which is we are denoting as delta y. So here will be delta C, concentration difference, and delta y will be the position difference. Okay, have you got my point? I think so. Okay, then whenever you will open this particular term, MA is equal to minus DAB. Why DAB? Same thing here, heat transfer. The rate of heat transfer or heat transfer, it is occurring from higher to lower position. So minus DAB for mass transfer multiplied by A del C by del Y. Okay, when you will divide with area with MA, it will give you the mass flux. Okay, here in the heat flux we are getting small q. Just keep in your mind, a small q is equal to capital Q by A. We have read this thing in the heat transfer, and here Na, your mass flux, is equal to small ma by A is equal to minus DAB del C by del Y. Okay, this fundamental equation called as the Fick's law of diffusion. समझा कि नहीं समझा? I think you have got. Okay, this fundamental equation, this term called as Fick's law of diffusion. Okay, okay, we will move ahead. And this is your profile. Okay, similar profile. Why it is curve nature? We have already shown that around the interface, I am repeating, around the interface there will be a small curve. After that it will show like a saturation kind of curve. Means at the interface the curve will be like that, like this. Okay, and it will be like this, and here like that. Okay, here will be curve nature. Okay, but beyond that it will be straight line, same thing. That's why it is curvy nature. Okay, okay, now you can see they have also discussed in term of Fourier's law, heat conduction, and your that fluid mechanics as well. Now you can compare. Na is equal to mb by A is equal to minus dba dcb by dx. Okay, one thing, A and B both are same. It will be depend on you what you are looking for. Okay, if you want to write for diffusivity of A, then you have to write A here, and DAB. Okay, DAB means D diffusion of A in the mixture of AB. Okay, now see here, Fourier's law of heat conduction, it is also similar. Q by A is equal to minus K del T by del X. Newton's law of viscosity, tau is equal to mu del U by del X. Okay, I think you have got that all the three are interrelated to each other. Okay, little bit similarity. Okay, okay, now we will move. And one more thing, now you have got that idea. And one more thing, what will be the unit of diffusivity? This is your N, and del C by del X, when you will write, it will be the unit of meter square per second. Okay, okay, just keep in your mind, diffusivity unit is meter square per second. Okay, now here they have also mentioned that the unit of mass diffusion coefficient are identical to those of thermal diffusivity. We have read in fluid mechanics. Okay, alpha, and kinematic viscosity, mu in fluid mechanics, sorry, this thing in heat transfer, alpha, and kinematic viscosity. Kinematic viscosity is the ratio of dynamic viscosity with density. Okay, thus the diffusion coefficient is an transport property of fluid. Okay, and now here we are discussing here only in terms of pressure and concentration. If someone is saying, if I will give you the pressure, then how you will convert into concentration. If I will provide them concentration, how you will convert into pressure. Okay, what you will do, you have to apply the fundamental law. PV is equal to nRT. I think you have read this thing in your chemistry class. PV is equal to nRT. Whenever you will convert P is equal to, how he has converted this whole term, it is your R. Okay, then N V R T. Okay, then whenever you will convert, you will get in term of this thing only. Okay, P is equal to rho RT, and then whenever you will convert into, you will get this is your universal gas constant. This is nothing but R. Okay, this is nothing but R. RT divided by molecular weight of species A. Okay, because you have to convert into concentration. Okay, this thing you have read in your in chemistry class. If someone is facing problem, just tell me, I can dictate. There is nothing here. What we are looking for, we are converting concentration term in term of your mass, in term of, you can say, your molecular weight of your compound. This will be the final expression, that Ca is equal to Pa. P means partial pressure. Just keep in your mind, P is your partial pressure. You are converting in partial pressure as well. Okay, PAMART, R, or they have written in term of G. Okay, this is the final expression. After that, they have written for both species, for A and B. This will be your final expression. Okay, then these are the some important aspects, like Fick's law is based on experimental evidence and cannot be derived from first principle, because it is first principle expression, and this is the fundamental equation to solve problems. Now we will see a little bit about that thing also, because in the heat transfer, sorry, in the fluid mechanics, we have seen that whenever you will increase the temperature, what you have seen, the viscosity of liquid get decreased, but for the gases it get increased. But in the case of diffusion, or in the case of mass diffusion, what will happen into your liquid? Now you can see the diffusivity, it is coming from kinetic theory of gases. I'm not delivering, I'm not dictating this thing, because this is very vast as well, and it is not given in your that syllabus as well. But the fundamental expression, just keep in your mind that for the gases. Oh, okay, one more thing. If someone is saying, should I dictate, I can dictate. I don't have any problem, because I have read all these things. Diffusivity, it is proportional to T times power of 3 by 2. Just keep in your mind, temperature relation 3 by 2 power. Okay, and it is inversely proportional to your pressure. Okay, diffusivity in gases, okay. Okay, just read this formula, because generally people looking for, if you prepare appear for GATE, they are asking direct that diffusivity of gases with respect to temperature, how it is varying, how it is varying with respect to pressure. Okay, if you are looking for GATE, they are asking direct question. And what will happen in the liquid? Now you can see it is proportional to temperature and inversely proportional to your viscosity. Okay, just keep in your mind. Okay, now we will derive the general expression, now general mass transfer diffusion expression in stationary media. Okay, how you will derive the expression, because this kind of expression we have read in fluid mechanics to derive the Navier-Stokes equation. We have read in heat transfer to quantify how the heat transfer which is happening into your slag, into your any kind of cylinder kind of thing. Here we are looking for how the diffusion will take place. Same thing, you have to do the mass balance and material balance. What you have to do, you have to cut the small segment in 3D shape, and you have to determine how the diffusion will take place, okay, in terms of mass flux. Now see, here A will go from here and it will come out from this particular direction, means NAY plus delta y. This is a small cell slab with the thickness of delta y. This is delta y. A component will enter and it will come out from here. Then Z in this direction, Z will enter. This is Y N A Z, and this is come out here D Z plus delta Z, because this particular thickness it is delta Z. And for delta X, I think you have you know all these things because you have derived for Navier-Stokes equation. Same thing. What you have to do, you have to add all the terms. You have to determine how much is the heat generation, how much is the accumulation. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to determine for the X direction in minus out. This is your in flux. How much is the flux multiplied by area? It will be the your mass in flux. Okay. Now how much it is coming out? Nx plus delta x multiplied by your area. Area, I am talking about perpendicular area. Just keep in your mind. When the Na enter here, this will be your area. Delta x multiplied by delta z perpendicular to area, means like your thumb rule. When you will rotate all four finger, then your thumb will come out automatically. This is called as the thumb rule. Just rotate your all four fingers, then you find your thumb will automatically come out upward direction, which is called as the perpendicular to the position, perpendicular to the flow. This is called as the area. Okay, this particular area, del x and del z. Sorry, del x and del sorry, correct. Okay, he is writing for x. X means this direction, this multiplied by this delta z multiplied by delta y. Okay, that's why he has written here delta y and delta z. Similarly, for the amount which is come out, it will be this. Then you have to subtract from this particular point to this particular point. Now you can see, then you will subtract, you will get this expression. You have to write for x, y, z position, all the four positions. Then second will be accumulation. How much will be the accumulation? Accumulation will be how much it is accumulating into your reaction system. Okay, the x NaX for the all the x, y, z and multiplied by your whole volume. Okay, del x, del y, del z. Now coming to the mass generation term, mass generation, how much it is generating multiplied by your volume. This is your generation term and your volume. Just add all the terms. Okay, you will get final this expression. Rearrange, after rearranging, you will get this expression. This is your final expression, and this is your final expression, and this expression you have read in deriving your Navier-Stokes equation. If you will do further modification, there you were getting different kind of expression. Same thing it is happening here also. Okay, this is your final expression. Okay, now we have applied some kind of boundary condition. Why boundary condition? Boundary condition to apply to prove or to how you will approach this kind of problem to particular solution. Okay, if you have assumed that concentration at the C x is equal to 0, the concentration concentration C is equal to concentration CA0, initial concentration I'm talking about in the case of boundary, at the boundary. Okay, permeable surface at the boundary, what will happen? You have to differentiate because it will vary with respect to delta x position. Okay, then it will be 0 here at x is equal to 0. If somebody is saying the specific mass flux at the surface, at the x is equal to 0, this will be the final expression, like Na is equal to Ma by A is equal to minus DAB del Ca by del x, as if x is equal to 0. And here mass transfer coefficient due to your convection, then Na is equal to H temperature concentration difference, sorry, temperature nahi, concentration difference. Okay. Okay. After the boundary condition, just keep this expression in your mind, because this is generally applicable if somebody is asked. Because derivation, I think it is not given to your syllabus, but I am dictating here how you will approach, how you will derive this thing, because this is related to your heat transfer. Heat and mass transfer both are similar. Now, now steady state diffusion in common geometry. Okay, if you have any kind of common geometry, how you will determine. Same thing in the heat transfer also, we have seen how you will derive the expression for any kind of cylindrical shape. I will derive from spherical shape. So here we are looking for a steady state diffusion. Steady state diffusion in a plane membrane. Here what you have assumed that heat transfer will occur into the x direction only, x direction. And how you will approach? Just take this expression, this. If you will assume that heat transfer occur in one direction, unidirect, or you can say the one directional, then y term will be your 0, z term will be 0, and here the no heat generation will be there. Okay, then if someone saying a steady state, then this particular term del tau will be your 0. Sorry, del C by del tau, sorry, del C by del tau will be 0. There is the two, I think you have read in heat transfer also, steady state and unsteady state condition. Steady state means any property, it is not changing with respect to time. But here any kind of property, it is changing with respect to time. Here we are assuming a steady state. So any property like del Ca by del tau, it will be 0. It will not vary. Here I am assuming a steady state. If someone is saying unsteady state, then it will not be 0, means del C by del tau will not be 0. This thing we have read in Biot number, right? Transient cavitation, unsteady state, heat transfer, we have read in heat transfer. Okay. Now in this expression we will get only this final expression. Okay, this term will be equal to 0, and same thing he has written. Now you can see equal to 0. You have to do integration. First integration you will get one constant, second integration you will get this expression. Apply the boundary condition. At the surface, x is equal to 0, Ca is equal to Ca1, x is equal to L at this position, Ca is equal to Ca2. You will get this expression. What you will do, you just put this expression into the Fick's law of diffusion. I think here, you see there. No, see. In the Fick's law of diffusion, whenever you will put, you will get this final expression. Okay, have you got this expression? Okay, but wait, we have to compare with heat transfer as well. Now we have read all these things in heat transfer. Where we have read, you see, now you can see this derivation we have read in heat transfer, steady state conduction through a wall, plane wall. Okay, same expression we have got, this expression and this expression both are same, everything is same, this expression and this. I have circulated notes, lecture 5 revised notes I have circulated, this page number 22. This expression and your mass transfer expression both are same. Okay, what you have assumed, here you will get this expression. Now you see here we have got the same expression. He did the integration, we have got this thing. Then what they did, this is your final expression of heat transfer, and what it is dictating, Q is equal to difference, temperature difference divided by thermal resistance. Okay, our thermal resistance, how much of the value? L by Ka. Just keep this in your mind. Similarly, now see the beauty of that heat and mass transfer, both are similar. Here mass flux is equal to concentration difference divided by, this is your diffusivity, resistance, diffusional resistance. Now you can see he has written L by D. It is known as diffusional resistance. Now, how much similarity? It is both similar, 100% similar. Same L by K you are getting, here you are getting L by D. D is your diffusivity. Okay. Now see, both are same. Okay. Now then we will move. I think this thing is very simple, but you have to read once, then only I would be able to say it is very simple. For me it is very simple. Now, steady state diffusion through the cylindrical cell, this thing also we have read here. What are the assumptions? Steady state, universal assumption. Steady state, no internal heat resistance, diffusional coefficient is D. Okay, same. What you have to do? Same expression. Just change here area only. What will be the area? 2 pi RL, because you have cut the small segment in the cylindrical cell. Okay, then how much will be the area? 2 pi RL. Just integrate. When you will integrate, you will get this expression. Okay, let me compare with heat transfer. Is it correct or is it not correct? Let me check. We have read in heat transfer as well. Now see, this expression we know, and we have derived this expression. Same page number 45. Now see, we have got this final expression for cylinder, and here also we have got the same expression. Now you can see, compare. Let me make it bigger. Sorry. Now, sorry, this is final expression, and here you are getting the same expression. Now see the similarity, completely similar, and here this term will be your thermal your diffusional resistance. Okay, for the cylinder. If someone it is asking for this is for cylinder, someone can ask for that sphere, then it will be the same. Okay, and here what they did in the steady state, since the mass flow rate is same through the each section of the cylindrical cell equation. Okay, they have compared how it will change at inside and outside. This is comparison only. And one more thing, in the comparison, here we have read the logarithmic LMTD, correct? I think we have read this thing also. And here we will get the same expression, like log mean area or log mean concentration difference, like that. Same thing. It is LMTD was there in the heat transfer. We have also read this thing, LMTD. Where is your LMTD? Okay, we have read, I think if you'll search in that notes, you will get where we have read the LMTD. Okay, same thing. It is similarly same. Each and expression it is same. Okay, now we will move ahead. Steady state for sphere. We have seen for that this is your for a sphere. Okay, we have got resistance expression is this, and here same thing, steady state, no internal heat transfer diffusion, sorry, mass generation, no internal mass generation, and diffusion coefficient D is constant. Okay, similarly you have to do, you will have to only change the area for the sphere, 4 pi r square. Just integration, do integration, you will get this your resistance. Compare with this. Have you got this expression? Both are same. Okay, why it is not same? Because he has multiplied and he has suppressed. Now you can see this expression, both are same. This expression and this expression, both are same. Okay, he has written in term of 1 by r1 r2 minus 1 by r2. If we multiply na, r2 here it will go and r1 here will go, r2 minus r1 divided by r1 r2 divided by 4 pi dA1, and this is the final expression. Okay, now you can see, if you have read everything in heat transfer, then mass transfer you have to do nothing, only just check how you have to change only concentration term, only concentration. Here we have written the temperature difference T1 minus T2, T1 minus T2. Here you have to write Ca1 minus Ca2. Okay. Notes I have prepared, but here is few things pending. I don't want to go very fast, otherwise you will say कि कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. Okay. Because this is 100% similarity. Okay, this problem, don't worry, we will sit and we will solve this problem, don't worry. First you finish your that theoretical part and you will feel that it is similar to that heat transfer. Okay, any query, please tell.